a shocking motive in the murder of a Seabrook mother in front of her children.
As police continue the search for the suspect, we're learning they believe he killed the victim to avenge his brother's murder.
In October 2024, Mary Jane Collins, a 23-year-old mother of two, thought she had found a new beginning in love. Little did she know her world was about to spiral into a harrowing plot of vengeance, meticulously crafted by the very person she trusted most. As her story unfolds, the seemingly isolated incidents of abuse she faced reveal a sinister connection to a murder case 4 years prior, intertwining fate, fear, and a fight for survival in a narrative that shocks the community to its core. Join us as we delve deep into the devastating journey of Mary Jane Collins, whose desperate cries for help echo a dire warning about the dangers lurking behind a mask of affection. In October 2024, a young mother sent a series of desperate text messages to her friends, displaying fresh bruises and bite marks. These were not mere signs of abuse. They served as warnings of a meticulously planned revenge plot that had been unfolding for months. Mary Jane Collins, age 23, thought she had found love, but she had unwittingly walked straight into a trap set by a man who spent 4 months pretending to care for her, all while plotting her destruction. The truth emerged through a chilling video call that captured her boyfriend taunting a prison inmate, followed by the sound of a child crying. Hours later, Mary Jane Collins was found dead. This was not a simple case of domestic violence, but cold, calculated revenge against the father of her children. Her new boyfriend hadn't chosen her randomly. He had selected her specifically, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The reason? A 4-year-old murder case that connected all of them in ways Mary Jane had never realized until it was too late. Mary Jane Collins was more than just another statistic. She was a devoted 23-year-old mother of 2 boys under 10, living in Seabrook, Texas. She had recently moved into the Teakwood apartment complex, hoping to build a better life for her children. Friends described her as resilient and loving, always prioritizing her sons despite the challenges of young motherhood. She worked tirelessly to provide for her family, even maintaining a relationship with her children's father, Michael King, after his incarceration to ensure her boys had that connection. In June 2024, when she met Dee and Hurst, Mary Jane believed she had finally found someone who could help her create the stable family life she longed for. Little did she know, this relationship would lead to her tragic demise. A 22-year-old man, Hurst sought vengeance for the murder of his half-brother, according to court records. His half-brother had been killed by Michael King in 2020, a fact that deeply influenced Hurst's actions. In the days leading up to her murder, Mary Jane confided in friends that Hurst was abusing her, showing them injuries that corroborated her claims.
Records state that Collins told friends about abuse and showed them injuries in the days before her murder, but that on October 4th, it escalated when King somehow made a video call to Collins from prison. Hurst was present and taunted King, court records state, before slapping King's young son, which was captured on the video. All of this to lead police to conclude that Hurst was, quote, motivated to revenge the death of his brother. Thus, he befriended, abused, and then murdered the victim, who was the mother of Michael King's children.
On October 4th, after Collins had moved into a new apartment, the violence escalated dramatically. That day, King somehow managed to make a video call from prison, during which Hurst was present and taunted King before slapping King's son, an act of violence captured on video and witnessed by friends. Later that morning, Collins' body was discovered by the police. She had been stabbed to death. Although her boys were scared, they were safe. All these events led the police to conclude that Hurst was motivated by a desire to avenge his brother's death. Thus, he befriended, abused, and ultimately murdered Mary Jane Collins, who was the mother of Michael King's children. As we reach the end of Mary Jane Collins' heart-wrenching story, we are reminded of the devastating impacts of domestic violence and the importance of vigilance and support in our relationships. Her experience underscores the critical need to recognize and act upon the warning signs of abuse, which can sometimes be disguised by a facade of love and care.
It's scary because when you're in a relationship and you're going through things, you're scared to tell anybody anything. You don't know who to tell, and sometimes people believe you, but even if you say something and you're still in it, it's because maybe you have to be. I've been in a situation like that, and I don't wish this on anybody, and I'm sorry that she lost her life. I really am. It's so bad. All I can do is pray for her and her family.
Before we conclude, I need your help to spread this message. Cases like Mary Jane's often remain in the shadows, but together we can bring them into the light. If this story has touched you, or if you've ever known someone affected by domestic violence, please leave a heart emoji in the comments below. Your comment could offer solace to someone feeling isolated by similar circumstances. This video contains essential information about recognizing dangerous relationship patterns, information that could potentially save lives. Share it with someone who might need to hear this story. Hit that like button to help us reach more people, and subscribe to join our true crime community, where we focus on bringing attention to cases that matter. Finally, what would you do if you discovered someone close to you was in an abusive relationship? Share your thoughts and advice in the comments. Your insight could be invaluable to someone in need. Like and subscribe now. See you soon in the next one.